Hello everyone, and welcome to another LEGO Minecraft review here on BuildBricko9's channel. And today, well, before we get to the actual LEGO review, I do have an announcement to make. I have been fiddling around with my camera, and I've gone with a new recording style, which gives me 60p, higher frame rate, and the best recording quality I can have on this camera. So, it gives me all that, and it gives you guys an overall better viewing experience. Now, I don't know how Windows Movie Maker is going to handle it, so I'll have to see once I finish this video, and hopefully I won't have to record it again in lower quality. But if it goes fine, I'll probably be switching to this for all my non-Minecraft videos, including the BBO9 files. Now, I have already shot some of the latest episode in standard quality, but it's not that much of it, so I'm thinking as long as this works out well, I'll make a switch. But I certainly would not want to go out to our location and record all that and then have an accident on Windows Movie Maker, because, well, I would be furious, and I'm sure you guys would not like that either. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the LEGO review. Today we are reviewing the second, well, it's the third largest, but it's the second one that I have reviewed of the new LEGO Minecraft sets, all of which are pretty cool. Is this the box right here? No, that is not the box. Where did I put the box? Oh, here it is. It's right behind me. Ah. So here it is. Hopefully you can see it. There we go. Comes with 559 pieces. Recommended ages 8+. Set number 21124. It is called the End Portal. Comes with Steve in full diamond armor, 2 Endermen, both holding blocks, and the cave spider, which is probably the coolest thing as far as figures go in the set. Of course, the End Portal itself is awesome. You get some really cool looking bookshelves, a chest with some pretty neat stuff in there, and the portal switches from lava to end pixels, or whatever you call that. I'm not exactly sure what the proper term is. Has like 1 or 2 functions. It's not the best set as far as functions go, but it looks amazing. It's going to go great with the Ender Dragon set that came out a couple years ago in the first wave. So, well, let me go and show you the instruction booklets. Now, I was shocked when I opened it because there are 2 in it. Now, at least in this box. Now, I did order this before it officially came out on eBay. This officially came out on March 1st, and I got this the day before, and I built it and stuff, and I wanted to schedule, so I don't want to do all my LEGO reviews back to back and then have none for months on end, so I've been spacing these out quite a bit. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the instruction booklet. So there's 2 of them, at least in this copy. 1, 2. The first one is 3/4 of the actual build, and the latter one is the last 4th and the rebuild, which is pretty large in this set. For the first time ever, I might actually like it a little better. Actually, this is book 1, this is book 2. So yeah, the second booklet is 75 pages, but the main build ends on page 33, so the rebuild is quite extensive, and it's pretty cool as well. So, in case you're not aware of the other 4 sets, I've already reviewed the Iron Golem, so you can check that out. I'll have a link in the description to my other LEGO Minecraft reviews. Here are all of them. Now, I plan to review the other 2 at some point. It might be a while, though. I really want to get this one pretty soon, but this one's pretty expensive, so I don't know how long it'll be before I get that one, but it is really cool. So, I will be hunting for some good deals on eBay. They had a couple, and I was like, I want to make a couple more sales first before I go blow a bunch of money. And by the time I did make a couple of sales, they were gone, unfortunately. And another thing I'm really trying to do, and you guys might be seeing some of this later, is expanding my Blu-ray collection, because I realized I've only got like a handful of movies on Blu-ray, and Blu-ray is the new standard of, you know, high quality entertainment, other than streaming, of course, or buying it in HD on Amazon Prime. But I prefer having a hard copy of it, because just in case, you know, you never know when something is going to get canceled or something is going to go down, like a server or whatever. If you have a hard copy, you know that whenever you want, you can just pop it in there and it's going to work, unless it's scratched. And Blu-ray discs are supposed to be amazing as far as, you know, not deteriorating and stuff. Much better than DVDs and infinitely better than VHS tapes. So I've been trying to expand that, as well as get a couple LEGO sets here and there, as well as save up, you know, because I don't want to blow a bunch of money on this stuff, because, you know, It's that time of life and there's lots of expenses coming, so it's nice to have a little money saved up. So all kinds of stuff going on with my finances right now, but that's not really any of your business. So let's go ahead and get to the end portal. That is the name, right? I keep wanting to call it something that's not. The end portal. I keep wanting to call it the end firm, because we just built an end firm on the sphere. Well, I didn't. Well, but other people did, and it's a community thing. So I keep wanting to call it the end firm. It's not an end firm. Anyway, let's go ahead and review whatever it is. So here is the end portal. Quite a few figures in it, as you can see. I'll go and do a bit of a 360, and before I do that, I'm going to fold this up like that. So that's for maximum storability. Overall, a pretty well-designed set. A couple interesting, kind of ill-conceived things in here that I will point out in a moment. But nothing too major, of course. Otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. Unfold that back. And there it is. So I'll go ahead and get to the close-ups after we look at the figures. So here's our first minifigure, Steve. We've seen him like 100 times before, but he's here again. And he does come with full diamond armor, which I believe has only come in the Ender Dragon set so far, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So anyway, do a bit of a 360 on him. There is the back. And we'll go and take off the helmet and the chest plate, which are very cool. And you can't really have enough of those, because who doesn't like diamond armor? And of course the pants are just colored like diamond leggings and diamond boots. And he does come with the diamond sword there as well. Now you do get an extra Eye of Ender, which I'll go ahead and show you. And he can kind of be holding that if you want him to be like completing the end portal as a bunch of monsters are coming up behind him. So, you know, I'm glad they included an extra one. Honestly, they could have included two because they are small pieces and they're going to be very rare, of course. But, you know, even one extra is pretty nice since there's, what, 12? Yeah, there's 12 on the actual set. Really quick, I just wanted to say that the zombie you saw in the 360 does not come with the set. That was just part of a display idea I was playing around with. But anyway, here are the two Endermen, which are a bit tall. There we go. And they do not stand up very well. Actually, they don't stand up at all with the blocks if they're not standing on studs. If they will if you take the blocks away. But that is not an option, as you can see. We have seen Endermen before in the Ender Dragon sets, which I think we got 3 of them in there. I don't think you hardly ever see. I mean, it's not like Endermen are crawling around the end portals. So I'm not really sure why we got 2 of them. Honestly, instead of Endermen, I would have loved to get Silverfish. I think that would have been really cool. But, you know, Endermen are pretty good too, and they've already come out with a lot of neat elements and stuff in this new wave, so maybe in a different one. But I'll go and do a close-up here. You've seen the design before if you've seen my Ender Dragon video. And in order to take the blocks away, I'll just have to take off one arm, pull this away, and put the arm back on. And as you will see, they do stand up like that if you do so. Otherwise, you're going to end up like this guy. And finally, one of the coolest parts of the set in general is the cave spider. Of course, we have seen regular spiders before, but this is the debut of the cave spider, which is a blue color, and in the game is venomous. So very dangerous. These guys, probably my least favorite mob. I mean, I'm not joking. These guys, they're pretty rare. They're only in the abandoned mine shafts, and I guess they're in these too. Unless that's a flaw. I haven't been to too many strongholds before, which is another name for the entire structure that the end portal is surrounded by the way. If you're not familiar with Minecraft lingo. But yeah, they do include the 8 legs, which you can move these up and down and swivel the back too if you like, on both sides. And there's a closer look at the face, which comes off like that. So overall, a very neat design on the cave spider, and I'm glad that they included this guy, even if it's not accurate. So here is the actual set, which is kind of divided into 3 sections. So we'll go and start with the left one, right here. And this is basically just a little treasure room. You'll see that there are lots of iron bars in this set, and on the back here, you'll see a lot of them. Which is a pretty neat feature since there are tons of iron bars in strongholds. We have 2 torches sitting here as well. And I wanted to point this out, there's lots of snow in this set, which kind of gives the implication that this stronghold is just kind of sitting out open to the elements. Now, I am pretty sure that stronghold generation is very random, because I remember one time we actually had to go under the ocean to find one. But I don't know if they can actually be like just sitting in a, like a little cave below the overworlds, like that close. I'm pretty sure you have to dig at least a little bit to find these, but I could be wrong. I have to do some more research. In any case, I think it's kind of meant to go along with the snow hideout. I think it's pretty sure that's the name, but the set that came with the snow golem in the last wave kind of meant to go along with that. But I could be totally wrong. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what's inside the chest. There's some pretty cool stuff in here. Oh, there's a diamond, as you can see. There's another one in there as well. You do get an iron pickaxe, so you can give Steve that, as well as the diamond sword, since we have dual wielding now in 1.9. And in here we have some bits of redstone, another diamond, and then this piece, which is supposed to be an iron ingot. Now, it's not a new piece. We have seen this before in different colors and stuff. Normally meant to be like a bar of gold or a bar of silver, but in this case it is an iron ingot, which I think is pretty neat. Not a redesign, but a recapitulation of this piece. And as you can see, the treasure chest is attached there by jumper plates, which you can either put there or up here if you want. On the other side, we have a miniature library, which is a staple of strongholds. You always see a library, at least one, in a stronghold, and you'll usually come across it before you come across the end portal, unless you're really lucky. So some pretty neat details in here, including the spider web, which is on a piece that kind of swivels, and you can definitely move it up and down. It's just a clip piece sitting there. We also have some fence posts. And the best part, of course, well, this lamp is pretty cool too, with the torches attached to it. But the best part, of course, is the bookshelves, of which you get 4. Those are just attached to some little base pieces with some jumper plates. They don't have any book designs on them. They're just kind of meant to be the bottom of the bookshelves, I guess. But here they are. They're all identical, but you can play around with these and show the different sides. You have 4 sides and you have 4 pieces, so you can display each of the different sides facing the front if you like. So I was impressed with these. I really like them, and I think it was a pretty neat idea for them to do this. So as you can see, you can play around with this kind of like a Rubik's Cube almost. You obviously probably would not want to do that and show them identical, but like this, that's pretty cool. It looks like a completely different piece almost, even though they are identical. And those just sit there like that. We have some more iron bars in the background there, and the back is, kind of boring. And up here we have some more of the snow design. As for the main part of the set, we have some lava pieces here. Kind of weird, but whatever. And then on the 2 different sides, over here, it's pretty basic. Just some more snow on some stone, some torches, and more snow up here. And that doesn't go up that far, as you can see. And we have some translucent pieces holding up the frame of the actual end portal. We also have some stairs here, not collapsible or anything, and some mossy cobblestone down here as well. On the other side we have the main activation, the activation for the main function, I should say. If we have this little waterfall here, and if we pull forward on that black piece will come inside and take the place of the lava, which is in there right now. And I'll give you an aerial view of that in just a second here. But yeah, when you first come across it, it's just a few Eyes of Ender in here, and then you have to put the rest of them in. And before you do that, it's lava, and as soon as you do that, it turns into the end portal, which you just drop in, and it turns into the end biome. So here is an aerial view of the end portal with all 12 Eyes of Ender in place. And then, like I said, when I pull forward on this, there's some little cobblestone in between there, and then it turns into the end portal. There's a couple of hidden details I almost forgot to point out. A couple of these bricks here are actually the profile bricks, which made their appearance, I believe, in Lego Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But anyway, you get 2 of the dark gray ones here, And then one of the coolest hidden features of the set is if we take away some of these snow encrusted stone pieces, there's actually a block of emerald here, which I believe is the first of its kind in any of these sets. So a very neat hidden feature, which I honestly would like to display more. So I'll probably be playing around with that. But yeah, the way they have it is hidden on 3 sides, and on the 4th side there's a wall blocking it, so it's almost impossible to notice unless you've actually built the set. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rebuild now. So here is the rebuild. As you can see, the entire left section has been taken apart and combined with the right section, and now it's sort of prison cell library combined. And I have to say, I kind of like this rebuild. It makes it look a little less complete because there's nothing over here, but I mean it does fold up very nicely, just like this. There's a little bit of a gap there, but not much, and it looks fairly complete either way. And it makes a pretty cool structure, something completely different almost. As you can see, it's a prison cell right here. We have some iron bars on each of the 3 sides, and here of course we have an operating door, like that. Let's go and get a close-up in there. As you can see, the only things inside are a couple little pieces of moss, and up here we have a lot of snow, which we saw earlier. But this gives it even more of a wintry look. On this side we have a smaller modified version of the lamp we saw earlier in front of the bookcase side on the right. And all 4 bookshelves have been moved right here with a torch separating 2 of them on a little fence post. Finally, here's a better look at the front. We can open the door here. So you could definitely put some things in there if you like, maybe the cave spider even. He would kind of fit in there if you put him at an angle. There's the spider web. Now the chest and the final torch are on some jumper plates. There's 3 right here. And one interesting thing to note is that these have been added to the treasure chest. They were not in there before. I'm not exactly sure they're supposed to be. I'm thinking it's supposed to be cocoa beans, but it could be something else. Not sure. But anyway, that is the rebuild for you. So overall, this is actually probably my least favorite of the 4 Minecraft sets that came out in this wave. But it's still amazing because all 4 sets in this wave are absolutely amazing. Unlike the last wave, which was kind of crappy, honestly. We had 1 great set, 1 good set, and 2 sets that I didn't even bother getting because I didn't like them. But this one, it would have been. I would have rather actually gotten the Wither first, but I found such a great deal on this. I saved $12 and got free shipping, so I was like, well, I'm gonna get it because I want this set eventually. So I'll go ahead and get this one first and save $12. So yeah, the normal retail price, I forgot to mention this in the intro, is $59.99. So I think I got it for 42. Does that math add up? 50? No. I know I saved $12, and I'm pretty sure I paid $42 for it. So, but I know it ends on an even number. I need to look this up. Okay, so in reality it retails for $59.99, so that means I paid $48 for it with free shipping, which, you know, that's a really good deal. I'm not going to find much better than that. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the ratings for the build. I am going to give this... I mean, the price per piece, even at $60, is fair. 559 pieces, $60. That's a pretty good deal. Especially considering that there's a lot of new pieces or newly molded pieces, like the. No, what I meant to say is newly printed pieces. There's not a whole lot of new molds in here, but there are a lot of new printing on old pieces, especially the Eyes of Ender. We got some new colors for the cave spider, the iron ingot. It's not new, but it's kind of rare. I think they did an amazing job on the bookshelves. And of course the end portal looks really good, especially with the translucent pieces to make it look like it's kind of floating there. So I'm going to give it an 8.5 for the build. For play, I'm going to have to go quite a bit lower because there's not a whole lot going on in here as far as that. We do have the fold up ability, and then of course the tab that you can pull back and forth to make it lava when it's incomplete, and then black when it's complete, because that's how it is in Minecraft. So I'm going to go with a 5 on that. And finally, for display, it is a pretty cool looking set, and the rebuild is really neat as well. I like it a lot. So I'm going to go with, I'll stick with an 8.5 for display. So overall, a really good set. Like I said, it probably is my least favorite of the 4, but it's still really good. And I would still definitely recommend it if you're a big Minecraft or LEGO or both fan. So thanks for tuning in to this LEGO Minecraft review. I still have quite a few Star Wars reviews coming, and another Minecraft review or 2 as well in the coming weeks. So stay tuned for those. One of them especially is pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to that. And thanks for tuning in. So I will see you next time. Let me know, as long as this video gets published, what you think of the new recording style. I think I'm going to like it a lot, as long as Windows Live Movie Maker likes it as well, because Windows Live Movie Maker is already very temperamental. I really do need to get new recording software, but there's a lot of things that I want to get right now. And that's not my biggest priority, especially because that would entail learning a lot about a new recording software, which would take a long time. And, you know, when you're used to something and it gets the job done, even if it's temperamental, you know, you kind of usually stick with it. But eventually I know I'm going to have to switch over, because this is an older software, and when this computer finally does crash, you know, I won't be able to use it anymore, because they don't even install it on the newer computers. It's not on my laptop, so I have to still do all my recording and editing of recordings on the old computer. But anyway, sorry for the ramble. I will see you next time. For the 3rd or 4th time, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.